this is a PLC you have seen, the input model and output model. Input may be 2, or output may be 3, or input may be 10, 20. The Reliance company, the PLC is using inputs are the more than 5,000, 6,000. Outputs are like 10,000. Okay, the size of that PLC will be the room size. So in the lab we are using very small, like half feet by 1/4 feet. The inputs are what 6 inputs and outputs are 6 outputs. Okay. Now the advantage of PLC is the cost effective. Cost is very less nowadays, flexible and reliable, compact. Okay, you can, and many companies are there: ABB, General Electric, Mitsubishi, Motorola, Panasonic, Rockwell Automation, Schindler Electric, Siemens, Rockwell. Many companies are there. Even Indian companies are also nowadays. Indian companies are also available. Okay, so these are all ladder programming. S1 here, the bulb B is output. B is output. S1 and S2 are the inputs. When S1 is on, B is on. When S2 is on, B is on. This is called OR logic. OR logic. S1 and S2 are the switch inputs or sensors. B is the output. Okay, bulb. So here the below is a both the AND gate. If S1 is on, S2 is off, then bulb is off. If S1 and S2 both are on, then only the bulb is on. Otherwise, the bulb is off. So AND gate. This is the way of writing the program. Okay, and latching already I have told. This is called a latching circuit. When S1 is on, bulb is on. When B, same name, the current is flowing both the side. Even S1 is off, but still bulb is on. When S2 is off, this is called a push button I showed. This is off. This is called a latching. The latching is very, very important. And S1 is normally open switch. S2 is normally closed switch. And here A plus, A minus. A plus is piston is extending. When S1, A plus. When S2, A minus. Okay, so this is the PLC programming, ladder programming. Okay, and here A plus, A minus using latching, and here on delay timer already I have explained, and off delay timer I have explained, and retentive timer reset is required, and delay A plus, delay A minus. Okay, so this is A plus when S1 is on, A plus when it goes to S2, the timer will start. When the timer will give the output, then A minus will retracting. So like this, I have developed many logics. Okay, by 2 cylinders, not only 1 cylinder, 2 cylinders, sequencing of 2 cylinders, timers, and this is very interesting, complicated. A plus, B minus, and A minus, slightly complicated. And A plus, B plus, delay, AB minus. In the bracket, AB minus means at a time. At a time. Okay, I'll show the animation now. Okay, after PPT, I'll show the animations. So counting. Just now I showed the counting. You can do the same programming in the electro-pneumatic I have showed. You can do the same programming in the PLC also. Okay, and even for a tank processing, the level maintaining of water in the tank S1 and S2, the automatically pump will start. Okay, there is no shortage of water, and so many applications wise, and this is very interesting, the automatic water bottle filling, as well as it is counting how many bottles are counted, and when the bottle and the conveyor, whenever the bottle, the conveyor motor will start, and it will stop when the sensor, then it will fill. You can give the timing, then after the timing it will fill and goes out, and it will fall on the box, and how many boxes are filled, how many boxes are filled, it is showing. So I have written the program, and all the programming are run by software. I have checked, I have validated by the software. Okay. So these are all the stamping machine, PLC programming. So this is the and now we'll start a software. Okay, so finally at the PLC, we have arrived to the PLC, programmable logic controller. Here PLC is available. So here PLC is available. To PLC, you can select anyone. The PLC is required 24 volt and 0 volt. So first I'll give without 24 volt and 0 volt, it is not starting, because this is also passive element and especially required DC volt, not a AC volt. 24 volt and 0 volt. Here it is showing I1, I2, I3, I4, I5, I6, I7, I8 are the inputs. Now I'll use a piston and cylinder. Otherwise, okay, I'll take a piston and cylinder, double acting cylinder. Okay. And once again, I'll label S1, I'll label S2, 0, 0, and 100, and 100. And S1 and S2, I'll show clearly how the S1, suppose I'll take an inductive or a magnetic. Here, magnetic sensor, S1 and S2. So in the sensor, there are 3 wires. The sensor say S1, this is called S2. Okay. So sensor, this is output. The pulse is showing this output. The Q1, I have attached to Q1, say, okay, I1, I have attached to I2. Okay. So 24 volt and 0 volt required for sensor, 24 volt and 0 volt for sensor. And here also the 24 volt and 0 volt, same volt you can use. Okay, this is the sensor S1 and S2. And here the 4x2 is required. This is the valve, you are familiar, 5x2. So I'll use a solenoid valve, 5x2. This is a symbol for solenoid. This is a symbol for solenoid. So I'll write here A plus, and here I'll write A minus. Okay. And here I'll give the supply, compressor, and FRL unit. Okay. Filter, regulating of pressure and lubricating to the air. And here there is a muffler. Okay. Muffler. Fine, A plus and A minus. So solenoids, this is a PLC inputs. I have interfaced inputs from the sensor. Then the output from the PLC to the solenoid valve. So solenoid valve. Here there is a solenoid valve. And here 0 volt is required. And naming is also required. So here A plus and here A minus. Now, so the PLC, you can see in a one screen, the pneumatic system. I have interfaced the pneumatic system to the PLC and the inputs to the PLC and output of the PLC are solenoid. But it is not working because just it is a black box. You see here S1 is on now because magnetic piston and magnetic sensor, it gives this S1 is the inside part of S1. This sensor is the inside part of S2. It is giving a signal to the PLC, but PLC is a blank now. You have to write a programming. What you have to write? When it is at S1, A plus should on. When the piston is at S2, A minus should on. So that you double click, you will get a ladder programming. I1 is nothing but what? S1. Q1 is nothing but what? A plus. I2 is nothing but S2. Q2 is nothing but A minus. Or the programming is over. You have written the programming. Just you come to here. Now you see that by PLC, by using interfacing of PLC. PLC is very easy compared to pneumatic and electro pneumatic. Okay, so suppose I'll keep some on delay timer. So at the on delay, so all on delay timers are available. PLC in the below PLC, there is a on delay timers are available here. AND gate, okay, output, off delay, and on off delay, then retentive, then on delay. Here there is a on delay. When it goes to S2, there is a timer. Suppose you can give a 3 second, okay, otherwise 4 second. Now you come to here, give the animation, it stops for 4 second through PLC. So okay, because at S1 I have not interfaced the timer. I can put a one more timer because these are all soft timers. In an electro-pneumatic, hardware timers are required, but here the soft timers are required, so that always the PLC is better than any technology like electro-pneumatics and pneumatics. Okay, Yeah, freely available. Timers are freely available. Just you set the timing. Suppose you can set the timing 4 seconds here. Now you see that 4 seconds, and you see the red line. The supply is going. Now S2 is on, S1 is off. Okay, 4 seconds and 3 seconds. Suppose I can use a counter also. A counter also, the previous program, whatever I showed, I'll show by counter. So this is how the PLC is working. So okay, if you double click, you can change the, you can write the program. So one ready-made program already open. Yesterday I made a PLC counter. Already this program I showed by electro-pneumatic. Okay, same PLC, S1 and S2 sensors, A plus and A minus are solenoid valves, but the programming part is this. Because this is a FBD, this software has a limitation. Because it is a freely downloaded software, no ladder programming. FBD, this is block. You see that AND gate, and is a counter, 3 is a counter. You can set 4, okay, and NOT gate, and this is what the timer. Okay, so you can write a programming. Now you see here 1 2 3 4. It's how many seconds I have given in the, you see in the programming, the counter are 4 and delay time is 3 seconds. Instead of 3 seconds, I can go for 4 seconds, and instead of 4 counting, I can go for 3 counting, and automatic resetting. Everything will be automatic through PLC. Okay, so like this, this is a virtual lab, and all the concepts will be clear. You can develop any logic, 2 cylinder, 3 cylinder, 4 cylinder, bulb also you can attach. I show a bulb and all. You can interface the PLC with bulb also. Suppose I'll remove this. I'll remove piston and cylinder. Suppose electronic students are there. They want what they want a bulb. How to I'll take only 5 minutes now. The remaining time is 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes I'll complete. Suppose I'll use a switch. I can use a switch. Suppose dependent switch I can use. Okay, when this switch is on, the bulb should on. 24 volt bulb is required. Supply is required for switch, and this is the bulb. Output is a bulb instead of solenoid valve. Okay, I'll use the bulb. Suppose now it is not, bulb will be not on because I have not written the program properly. So I'll write the programming. I'll remove entire thing. Simple thing is, when I1 is on, input is on, output should be on. This is a programming. Now you see here, when input is on, output is on. Suppose if I have not written anything, it is the PLC is not working because you are not given any knowledge to the PLC. Now PLC is not doing anything, just it is taking an input. It is not giving any output. So that you have to give. Otherwise, the bulb should on. Whenever I'll on, the bulb should on after 3 seconds. You can give the on delay timer. So even I'll on the switch, the bulb should on after 3 seconds. So bulb should on after 3 seconds. Okay, just you see that. As soon as all are off, it will off because it's on delay. But it is whenever I'll make a on, it should on after 3 seconds because I have written in the program. On delay timer I have attached here. On delay timer I have attached here. Suppose off delay timer I can attach also. Off delay timer. Suppose off delay timer. Here there is a on delay. They have mentioned, and on off delay is also there. Off delay. They have mentioned off delay. Suppose off delay. Here you can where I'll give the input. Okay, just you or trial and error method. You can give the input. Okay. Suppose otherwise you can cross check here also. Okay. Suppose my input is by mistake. My input is here below. Then it is not working here. Then output is not on. So that you can change the input. You can see the simulation here also. Here also. The main simulation you can see here. As soon as I'll make a switch is on, it is on, but it is a off delay timer. Whenever I'll make a off, it should off After 3 seconds, you see here, the switch is off, but the bulb is off after 3 seconds. So this is the way to interface the PLC to the inputs and outputs.